Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. I'm up, ready to do my day today. So I got up, had to get up super early, and I've been out. Actually, I went to Walmart today. That was, well, it was planned, but not really planned. I got a little bit more than expected, as always. That always happens. I'm always like, I just need milk. But then I'm like, well, this Walmart is different than the normal Walmart I go to. So, because not all Walmarts are created the same. And so I usually go to one. Well, they don't have everything that I always, I learned to just shop there. I don't really think about, I just get my stuff somewhere else. So as I was walking through the aisles, because you know, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, you're tired, you're not really awake, and you're just looking, you're like, oh, they have this, oh, they have that. So that is what the day turned into. I was actually walking, I walked by their bathing suits. Walmart, I don't mean to knock Walmart's bathing suits, but we've never bought one from there, but they had like swim dresses, like, not swim dresses, more like just a dress, but it's bathing suit material. So back in the day, because it's hard sometimes to find like a quote unquote modest bathing suit or one that covers very well. And so I would buy, they would call them swim dresses. And they were necessarily not for swimming, but they were like, I get them for the girls and stuff. We ended up getting them, and they just worked nice because they were that bathing suit material. It covered, it was good. You know, fast forward, they grow up and they want their own bathing suit style, and that's great. But when they're younger, it's like it helped. Boys are easy because they're t-shirts or their shirts and shorts, and it keeps them covered. Well, girls, bathing suits are just not made to cover them very well, to protect them. And so I was so thankful that we found so many over the years, just at random places. But I was like very shocked to see. I almost got one, and I'm like, oh, I don't need another swim dress, because when I go outside, I just go in my pool. And so, but they were nice. They were literally just sleeveless dresses. You'd have to wear like a bathing suit bottom on them with them, but I was very surprised to see that there today. So then that led me walking down the aisles, and I'm like, oh, what about this? So I got some stuff today. So it wasn't nothing like wasteful. It wasn't like one of those trips where you're like, oh, let me get a bunch of processed stuff. There's a processed thing you'll see, but nothing like wasteful. It's all stuff that, like yesterday I sat down and I made menu for the month roughly, and just kind of gave some ideas on things, even though we have like another week to go, this week to go. But I was like, I would have to normally, like, I'm at the end of the month, I'm like, I need to go shopping because I'm completely out of my basics. But now I can kind of like stretch this out a little bit, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do shopping this month. I'm like, there is like one of the Sam's I go to doesn't have like certain things that the other Sam's has. And so I'm like, do I go to the other Sam's and get some stuff and then still go to, who knows? We'll see how the month goes, but we're here. We got to make some food today. So I'm going to do, I'll show you my grocery haul in a minute, but I'm going to make some staples because in my freezer, like I have been making my own sausage patties, and those are very good. Not like killing my own animal and using the sausage, but making those ones that are like the processed ones that you get at Walmart, or I think Walmart sells them. I don't know if Sam's Club does, but they look like the McDonald's sausage patty. And I've been making those for the last few months, and those are delicious. I bought some at the beginning of the month, and then we still had some from last month, so I didn't even need to make any. So I've got that to make. And then we're out of our cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. I've got one more like meal to use them up in, but then I won't have any. So I want to make some more cream of chicken, cream of mushroom soup. We're out of refried beans. I like to make, I basically puree pinto beans, dry pinto beans, that's it. And then what else? I think we have more. Do we have more? What else is on our list? That might be it. Yeah, those are my staples. So we're gonna make that today. I gotta figure out something for food today as well. It's gonna be a good day. Some food, doing some stuff. You guys ready for a good day? It's kind of like dreary, rainy. It's one of those days where you wake up, you're like, I still feeling the, not so much congestion, but just like the right here, it just like kills my sinuses. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm here, but I feel like I'm not here. But I'm like, I just gotta power through, get through my morning here, get through my day, and I'll be able to rest. Like yesterday, it's like, I just did a little bit of filming in the afternoon, and it's like, but I was able to get what I wanted done in the morning, and by the night I was able to rest too. So it's been a restful week for me. It happens, you gotta take breaks when you can. So do you want me to show you all the stuff I got? Let me show you what I got, because it might give you an idea for something you can have. I'm gonna do it with this camera, which is a little bit different because the microphone is backwards, but I will just talk a little bit louder. Okay, so you guys know I like my blueberry coffee creamer. Now, the Walmart, this I discovered in, well, way back in the day, like 20 years ago, when they had it Coffee Mate made it. And so then they haven't had it. Then my Walmart in North Carolina started selling it. And so I got it and I'm like, this is so great. I had it in my freezer. It was beautiful. I even brought some down for me because I couldn't find it. So the Walmart I go to doesn't have it. And then my friend Christine on here told me that there was one that did carry it. Well, that's the one I went to today this was the intention of shopping, just these. But as I was walking through, I'm like, ooh, coffee creamer, blueberries. So I got some of these. I did get we have the small one of Coffee Mate brand, but they're like $3.68 a bottle. I thought they were good, but someone said this is a little bit better. I'll have to like do them together. I thought the other one tasted a little bit more blueberry, but whatever. I mean, it's good. It's delicious coffee creamer. So I got some of these. I'm going to be putting these, I'll just put them in my refrigerator because they last for a little while. I think the date is, I can't see that far, but anyways, the date's for a little while, and then by April or August, yeah, August, we got a long time. So we'll do that. And then I like the coconut one lately, so I got this. So these were like $2.68. This is like $4.68. I'm like, do I really need that one? But I got it. So coffee right here. And then my intention was going to get this because this is the milk that I use for baking and cooking because it works good for everybody in the household. And I might have had enough, but I'm like, you know what, let me get enough. None of this goes to waste. None of this doesn't. I've never had to throw this milk out. So I just got more of this to use for recipes. So I got that, and then I was walking by the toothpaste aisle, and I believe I bought some of this at the other Walmart because I was like, oh, they never have it. So they were just stocked. They were stocked with so many things that I don't normally get. So I ended up just grabbing 2 more just to throw in the closet because the kids do use these. And this one, I usually get this one from Sam's Club. I was going to look at the size. Hold on. Oh yeah, bigger size. It's 59 ounces for $10 at Sam's Club. So I got, it was $10 for what, 46 ounces? Yeah. But it's good. I like this. I like to have 1 glass a day. I don't know. I just really like that in my afternoon instead of coffee. I drink that. So I got that, and then let me go. Let's just cut through here. Ramen, because a couple of my meals were like egg rolls and ramen. I'm like, the kids really like this kind of ramen. So I just got 2 of these. I'm gonna have to hide those away. And then when I was in there, I was thinking, I've been really enjoying salads the last couple days. So I grabbed some salad packs, and then I'm like, okay, so I can spend $8 on 2 bags, or I can get me some kale greens here, and then I can make my own. I like it with just cranberries. I have almonds in my freezer and Parmesan cheese, and then I was gonna make a poppy seed dressing. And it's way cheaper. But instead, I ended up walking down the aisle, and they have this one, limited edition. So I got 2 of these. I know you can make it, but it's, you know what, it's good and yummy. So I ended up getting these because it's just easy. So this will be a nice salad right here. I was gonna get 2 bags, but I'm like, this definitely stretches and is a lot. And then I got the trash can over there, which we are liking, possibly, but it's good, smaller trash bags. So I grabbed this, and then hopefully, you know how it is when you get trash bags, you're like, do they fit? Does it work? Hopefully it does. If not, it'll do the one that we use in the garage. And then on my list was not lotion, because this is the lotion I've been using since, I don't know, I was young. I'm going to say 20 years old. I've been using this. I always use it when I had been pregnant with 10 babies. Very limited stretch marks, not even like hardly any. And so I've used this lotion forever, and so I like it. Well, I had it, and everybody in the household's got it too. So it's one of those things that's not on my main shopping list. And so when I just assumed I had lotion. Then the other day I'm like, I'm out of lotion. So I've been like digging in my bottle trying to get it all out. So I'm like, let me grab lotion while I'm here. So I got 2 of those. Let me walk over here. And then today we're making the cream of mushroom soup. And I have some in my freezer of mushrooms. And I thought, oh, that's probably plenty. I'm like, let me just grab more. So I got more. I got a head of lettuce because we have one. But again, I can make a meal next week that stretches with lettuce. And then we do have celery. But I thought celery and carrots, they're fairly inexpensive compared to everything else in life at the store. Chopped up, I think I have 1.5 in the refrigerator right now. I have some of these, but we can use these. These will be used for recipes. They don't go bad. They are good. And then I know I was low on sour cream. I went to grab this the other day, and it was all yucky. And I'm like, ew. So again, we'll use this. Cheese, I was out of cheese. I only had 1 block left. And so there was only 3 left. So I grabbed 3. These go good for things. And then I was looking at all kinds of fruit today. I still have strawberries and watermelon and honeydew to cut up here this week. And I looked at grapes. They were expensive. Apples were expensive. I'm like, bananas are good and not too costly. So I got some of those. And then I was walking by the egg roll wrappers because we love having egg rolls. And my thought was for our Asian dinner, I could do simple ramen with homemade egg rolls because that's really good. And so remember, like, it's always one of those things that you use them up. You don't have any. And this was a different brand. So they were like $2.73. So I just grabbed what I could find there, which was 4 packs here. And we'll use these. We'll use these for all kinds of things because we are loving our egg rolls deep fried. And then another thing that was not on my radar, but we have our popcorn machine over here and we use it and it's great. And I only have a little bit of seeds left. Well, the Walmart I go to, this is what I would have bought before, were these seeds, but they don't have the great value in the bag. They just have a big container. It was more, so I ended up buying them at Sam's Club, and they shipped them, and I think it was it's for 8 pounds, I think it was $14 or $15. I could be wrong, but something like that. Yes, it was something, because then these were $2 a bag? Yeah, they were $2 because they were like $1 something. I'm sorry, like this was $2.20. This was cheaper, $2.26, and this was like $2.28 at the Walmart I just went to. And so I got 8 pounds of this because that will work. So this was cheaper than this one, even though it's the same size. So I don't know if it'll be better or not, but they only had 1 bag. So here I am, $100 spent, and I'm like, okay, but they're all things that we're going to use. Nothing's going to go to waste. And I'm like, okay, this is good, because when you get to the end of the month for groceries, it's one of those things, like, I know there is a discount store that we have not gone to at all, like at all. And so every time we think about it, I'm like, oh, it'd be great to go, but it's gonna be one of those things that it's not gonna be all the food I need, right? It's gonna be a discount store where you're gonna find random things that fill in. It's further away, so it's not something I can just go to like today just for a few hours. It's like a further drive. So I wanna go there, but it's like by the time I get to the end of the month for groceries, I'm always like, yeah, but I need to stock up on food because we're completely out of food. It's like I don't have enough to stretch to go to the discount stores. I'm hoping to. I wanted to go last month, but it didn't work out that way because we were low on everything. So if I keep up on it a little bit and like kind of grab a few things here and there, it might work out that we get to that discount store. So we'll see. We'll see how the day rolls. But for now, I'm going to put this stuff away and then we're going to start making food. So I'm just going to stick this stuff in the refrigerator. Hold on, I'll be back. And then I have an encouragement for you today. This one's a little bit different. Something that I heard last night. I woke up and I was just flipping through shorts and it said, that when you get thoughts in your head, because we get them, right? Like the enemy will throw thoughts in your head. It can turn you into a spiral. Like, oh yeah, thinking about something too much, dwelling on something too much, or just even entertaining the thought. And you know, they said sometimes you have to just say no. No to those thoughts in your head, and you have to immediately start thanking God for the blessings in your life. Yeah, sometimes it's hard because you want to entertain those thoughts and they're there and they keep sneaking in. So right away, start thanking God for your bed to sleep and thanking God that you get the chance to sleep. Thank goodness that you have a home. Go through all of the things. Keep going until those thoughts get out of your head, because like we are in a war. We are in a war, and it starts right here, a battle of the mind, right? It's in the mind and it's a war and it's going to try to win. So we need to fight back. The Bible says to fight back, right? Fight the good fight of faith. That is scripture. So when those thoughts come, because they're thoughts, they're not here. They might be here, but they're thoughts that are messing with you. So when those thoughts come, you got to say, oh, no, not me. No, not in my mind, not in my kids, not in my home, not within me. And say no more to those thoughts and start praising God for the blessings in your life. That's my challenge to you today, because those thoughts come. Oh yeah, 100 times a day they can come. I know this morning I had some and I'm like, my goodness. And they're there and they just kept going and going and going. I had to stop and say, no more, not in my head. No way. I've got things to do. I don't have negative things to dwell on today. So get your mind in that right headspace. All right, that's your encouragement. We're going to start on food. I'm going to mix up some breakfast sausage. This recipe, we were buying the ones, I'll probably put a picture right here. My kids like these, okay? They don't like real breakfast sausage. They do crumbled up and stuff, but they like the breakfast patties from McDonald's because they're kids. I like the breakfast patty from McDonald's instead of real sausage. We don't really eat a lot of pork, anything like bacon once in a while, but just not pork. Like Greg likes ribs. I know a couple kids like ribs, but not like enough for us to go like a pork roast or any of that. No, we just wouldn't eat it. And so not a lot we get, but I found that if you take sausage and turkey and mix them together, it mimics this very, very well. So I was buying it at Sam's Club and it was expensive. And then I went to Aldi and found that they have it at Aldi. So I've got equal amounts of pork sausage and equal amounts of ground turkey. It feels like it's a little bit frozen. Hopefully it will be thawed. So I'm just gonna open those up, put them in a big giant bowl here, and then we will add our spices to them and mix it up. Put them in a bag. I'll put the bags flat, and then when I need them, I'll take them out, and then we can either do them in like little sausage patties. You can cook them on a cookie sheet and cut them into squares, whatever you want to do, or just crumble it up as you would for like a casserole or for egg rolls, which I'm thinking, because we've got some cabbage, to make some egg rolls with some, because that sounds really good. So I've done this a couple times now, and the spices that we like is salt and pepper, and then we do garlic, and we do sage and paprika. My recipe wrote down rosemary. I don't have any rosemary. Did I put rosemary last time? I don't know, maybe I did. But I know, because I would never had rosemary. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of Italian seasoning in there. Or no, actually, no, I'm not. No, just keep it off. What I'm gonna do, oh, hold on, let me redo this. In mine, I'm putting salt and pepper. I'm putting garlic powder, sage, paprika, and thyme. And then the extras I'm adding is parsley, chives, minced onion, and then chicken bouillon. Chicken bouillon, I think the original recipe had fennel in it. I couldn't find fennel, and then we really didn't notice the difference. Somebody said that, other husband said that's an important factor in the taste of it, but they didn't mind it. And they said, I think the original recipe had poultry seasoning. I just added chicken bouillon. I know it's not the same thing, but like it's fine. Like the flavor is good. They like it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it in here. I'm gonna mix this up. It's probably gonna take some time. I wish I had gloves. That's something on my list to buy is the gloves. I should have got some today. I just didn't think about it. And then I wanted to touch all the gross meat. Anybody else's hands freeze to death when they do that, or is it just me? I know I'm allergic to the cold. My power is going in and out. Hopefully it stays on. We haven't lost power for very long. Here, like the mountains, we lose power all the time. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm just waiting. But my hands were frozen. They were like ice doing this. I'm like, and I don't know if it's just because, there it goes, just because of I'm allergic to the cold. If that makes it extra freezing. I think someone mentioned that. So we'll see. So what I was gonna do, I was gonna put a little tiny piece in the microwave to test it. Someone said to try that. But I'm just gonna wait for a minute here for the power to come on. I could cook some on the stove. Maybe I'll do that because the power's off. It's always great when you throw in a load of laundry. Have plans to cook. I can still cook. It'll just be in the dark. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see here what happens. It just shut out. So let me just give it a minute. Okay, it keeps flicking on and off. I was gonna put it in the microwave, but it shut off. So I'm gonna just go over here on the stove and cook a little bit. I forgot, I'm like, why is it not starting? But I had it light with that. So we'll just fry that tiny little piece. I mean, we'll see what happens, what we do today. Okay, power's on. Tastes really good. I just cooked a tiny little piece. Tastes like good. I think we're good enough. So I'm gonna put these in bags. Last time I put a little bit more, and it seems like we always have a little bit extra too much. So I'm gonna put a little bit less in bags, flatten them down and freeze them. Easy. Not a fun day, power going in and out. So I've got 8 bags of this. This will last forever. I think last time I put them in, I did it like for 1 per week, but I put it a lot thicker, but it just makes a ton of stuff. So these will go into my freezer, freeze solid, pull them out. You can use them with the breakfast crumbles, or you can just make patties, whatever you want to do. It's all yummy. So I'm gonna be smart here. While the power's on, make yourself a cup of coffee, which I have. And then I'm gonna start chopping up in my food processor for cream of chicken and cream of mushroom soup. So I'm gonna puree it. The reason why, because you don't have chunks in your food. If you want chunks, go ahead. I found that with kids, it's just easy to puree it up. It's yummy and delicious. So I've got this bag. It doesn't look very good because it's been thawed of mushrooms, and there were some peppers in here that I had thrown into a bag. I'm just gonna puree those with some more mushrooms, put a little bit of celery in there, and I think that's it for cream of chicken, mushroom, yeah. Oh, and then you know what I have all these. I did all these. I have tons of these in my freezer. Yeah, that was a lot to do. So I'm gonna take some of these and we'll use those as well. And then I'm gonna saute all that in a minute, but I'm gonna get them like blended up really quick so that that way nothing, in case the power goes out, I can still cook on the stove. Real fast, back in the day I used to do a mixture and it was just a veggie mixture and I added it to all my cooked ground hamburger. Used to cook all my hamburger beforehand, save time and for recipes. I don't anymore, I just don't. I don't, because sometimes I'm making like hamburgers or meatballs or something, so I don't want to cook it all up, but that is a way to save a whole lot of time, is cook your hamburger right when you get it. So I would add and puree a bunch of veggies of anything you had, onions and garlic and peppers and spinach, kale, anything, carrots, anything you want in there. So when you have it, you have little pieces of green in there and orange, but it just added nutrients to your food and a little bit of good yummy flavor. So let me grind all this up. So for the cream of mushroom one, I did mushrooms. I have onion and green peppers in here and red peppers and garlic. And then I also put celery in there. Is that it? And then fresh mushrooms. So that's all mixed up. So you have dark and you have light because you know, it just got frozen. The chicken one, that right there that I put in there was rotisserie chicken pieces. So I've got some raw chicken over here that I have to cook up, but this one I'm gonna grind up. There, I have the chicken that's already, I ground it up a long time ago. I'll cook some of that, but this is just rotisserie chicken. I'm gonna grind that up, and then celery. What I'm gonna do is just, you can put like all the pieces of the celery in there. So I'm gonna cut some up to eat, so I figured like the leafy stuff would be good in here. So I'm gonna put this in here with some carrot. Carrot will give it a nice little orangey flavor when you're making your soup. It just makes it a little bit prettier. Otherwise it's just yellow, and there's nothing wrong with yellow, but it just makes it prettier when you're doing it. And then I'm thinking ahead, I'm gonna see how much, because I have a whole thing of ground chicken. I might make some like, not chicken patties, but more like chicken nuggets with it. I can do that. I saw She's in Her Apron, she made one. And I was like, oh yeah, it'd be like the chicken patties. So I'm thinking I might use some of that. And then I forgot about these. Didn't I buy these because I was going to plant some more? My phone's beeping. So I'm going to put them in water. Isn't that what you do? Water, yes, water, water, water. Let's get some water here. My pot up there, I'm like shoving it full of veggies. Greg's like, I don't think that you should put all of that in there. So I think I'm gonna need to get a different one because I put literally 2 tomatoes in there, 2 cucumbers, and I put all my green onions in there. I feel like that's too much, but it's okay, it's okay. So I'm gonna just cut these. I'm pretty sure I just cut the bottoms off. And that's what it is? Yes, and then you let these grow and they start growing up, right? I think you're supposed to hold them all together. I think I'm doing this wrong. Hold on to look back. I'm gonna see, but anyways, I'm gonna chop some of these up because they're pretty much, you know, not really anything for meals. They're all mushy. Okay, green onions are one of those things that want to be stringy, so throw some water and then it'll help it grind it up. Okay, so I've got everything because I've got lots of peppers in that. So what I'm gonna do, how is my recipe doing it? I'm gonna see, okay, I'm thinking that I'm not gonna use any of my chicken ground up because I'm gonna make chicken nuggets with it, and I think I'll just use the rest to make chicken nuggets. I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna bring you over here because there is enough chicken in there. Last time our soup had a lot of chicken in it, which was fine. You don't have to, most canned stuff doesn't even have it in there. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna get these going. We're gonna do 2 at a time. I'm gonna melt 2 sticks of butter. I'm hoping that's gonna be a good amount here. And then I will put all my veggies in here. We'll kind of cook them a little bit. We're gonna do this a little backwards. Seasons, all that, and then we'll add some flour to thicken it. And then I will add a little bit of, instead of do chicken bouillon or beef bouillon, depending on each one. And then I will just do a little bit, like I don't make the full version of it. I do have a whole recipe on my blog. You can go get it for free. I'm using it out of my cookbook, but I'm just gonna kind of do as best we can based on what we have, because we have a ton of stuff here. Okay, these are all melted, so I'm gonna get these in here. I'm just gonna put salt and pepper in both of these. You wanna, I guess not as much salt because I'm going to use the bouillon, which has a lot of salt in it. Just a little bit there. Just let it kind of cook for a few minutes. It doesn't really need to even cook because it's fine. This is when you notice that your food processor missed big chunks of carrot. It's okay. That is quite all right. So what I do is I would add my chicken bouillon to this directly right now. And my beef bouillon, you can do it with liquid, however you want to do it. But I'm going to do mine right now. So I will do chicken here. You want it like extra flavorful. So the more, the better. There's a big string in that of a green onion that didn't get ground up. And here too, see the big string, the green onion string. So I'm going to add flour to this and keep stirring it. It'll get thick. And then I'll come add my milk to it and just stir away. It'll be a very thick soup, but that's what I want because that's what I like to add to our recipes instead of having condensed stuff. You know, I'm eyeballing it because I'm doing way more than my normal amount, but I have a recipe and you can follow the recipe exactly. Basically, you're making it so that it's thick, like real thick, like your dough. Like this is still going to be too gooey. So I added milk in here, didn't really measure. I'm just gonna kind of see how thick it gets with the flour. I'll add more. I know how thick I want it to freeze it. Now if you're gonna make it a soup, add water, or some people do heavy cream for this, but we are fine with this. This to me, like when we make our different recipes that require a can of soup, like condensed soup, this is good enough for us. So I'm just gonna use this because there's a couple lumps in here. In your blender as well will work. And taste your soups, make sure they taste good. That was me using like a one and a half of these. So taste them, make sure they're good. See how the orange adds a nice little color in there. I'm just gonna get it till it's a little bit thicker and then I will shut it off. Oh my goodness, those are delicious. Make your own cream mushroom and cream of chicken soup right there. I wish we ate it plain, but we just don't. But it's so good. So very flavorful. That's the key, is you want it very tasty, because if you're we're adding ours to casserole. So when you add it to a casserole, I want it to taste amazing. So that was perfect. So then what I'm gonna do, something else I totally forgot about doing, I should have done first, is refried beans. Those I like to cook in my slow cooker. I only have this much. I can remember to put this on my list for groceries. I'm gonna put them in with water, slow cooker, cook some. I don't have to do anything else. That's, for me, I used to do this in the pressure cooker and they would not get done and I'd be like, oh my goodness, and it would be such a waste. Slow cooker works all the time. Just let it sit on low for 8 to 10 hours or do it on high for like 4 to 6. So I'm gonna just rinse my beans here. Sometimes I forget to rinse my beans. That's okay. We're still alive. Normally I just put water in here. I'm gonna put salt in it because it does add some flavor to it, right? I think somebody even mentioned they put bacon fat in here, which I would if I had bacon fat, but I don't. So I'm just gonna fill this all the way up with water. It will be overflowing, I don't mind. Turn it on high, and hopefully it'll get done today because it's already 11. I probably won't show you any of this, but we may. I might grind it up and then just show you that way. So this is something I forgot to do. It's good to start super early in the morning. Perfect. Okay, let me cut up. I've got some carrots and celery here I want to chop up, and then let's do chicken nuggets. Like we can just form little chicken nuggets, right? Let's do that. I'll have to admit, I like my carrot, the peeler. Never use one, got so much slack on here because I would use my potatoes and peel them with a knife and not use that. I think people have gotten me ones over the years and I just have never used them, but I think I like that for the carrots. I don't know about potatoes. I feel like you'd be there forever with a potato. You would, so it's all good. So we'll leave this plate out to eat. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna do, because the beans are cooking, I wanna do cream mushroom, cream of chicken, beans, and breakfast sausage. That worked out good. And so I'm gonna do chicken nuggets is what I'm gonna do. So here is ground chicken. Hopefully it's all thawed. I'll see it with a chunk. Pretty much chicken, you can kind of smush it. Okay. Hold on. Basically for this mixture, I'm gonna do the same one that I did our chicken patties that we had this week because it's yummy. So I'm gonna put an egg in there, mustard, garlic, onion, and I'm gonna put parsley in there, paprika, Worcestershire sauce. Did you realize what this is made of? Does anybody know? It's made of actually anchovies. Is this one made of anchovies? No, this is tamarind. Yeah, anchovies. Did you know that? I did not know that. So put that in here, a little bit of breadcrumbs, mix it up, and then I will, I guess just form chicken. I didn't watch She's in Your Apron. I just saw that she had it. I don't know if she formed it into a chicken nugget and then bread it. I'll just make little, maybe like little Easter egg. Let's do Easter egg chicken nuggets. That'll work. So let me just mix this up. This is great. They're basically the little patties. It's basically the same thing I just made a few days ago, but we'll have little patties. I think, I don't know, she probably formed hers into little nuggets. This will be good. We'll dip them in the sauce, however we want them. I will fry them a little bit later. I don't want to do that right now because I'm working on some other things right now. But I'm finished for now in the kitchen, so I'm going to come back in a little bit. We're going to make this for dinner with fettuccine. I think that sounds what everybody wants. So I will see you in a little bit. I'm going to clean up. I got laundry to do today. We got school to do, a bunch of stuff. So I'm beyond over my time when I like to stop. So I'm going to stop now, go take care of the things off camera and get those set, and then we'll come back in a little bit. See you in a bit. So what I'm going to do right last is put my soup away. I forgot I have all the soup. So I like to use these ones. These are deli containers. You can buy these on Amazon now, which is amazing. When I first started vlogging, you couldn't get them anywhere. You could get them at Mennonite stores and that's it. And then now they're everywhere. These are great. They're literally what they use in the deli. I like the smaller ones because it's more like a can of soup. I just don't have that many. I just reminded myself on camera to like write down and order another set of them because I'm completely out. I had the big giant ones. I just don't need the big ones. I need like this size, like double the size. So I'm gonna have to get some more of those. So I'm gonna just put these in here as much as I can. I've got some square ones. I'll put them in there if I have to, and then we'll do what we can do. I can always put them in bags too. So these are good. I didn't mind having some square ones. The cream of chicken, so I have like big ones. I only fill them about that full because I would never use as much as the whole container for cream of mushroom, but like we'd use cream of mushroom for like beef stroganoff. So I would have to do 2 little ones as well. You know what I mean? Or if we made like shepherd's pie or cottage pie, then I would use that. So that works out good because I still have a few square ones left. I'm like, I have to do my refried beans and I'd like to have them in containers versus a bag, but if I have to put it in a bag, I will just get more containers. That's on my list. So that would be something I get. So the next time I make these, I will have plenty. So these are great. This is you know what? I do this once. I never have to buy any cream soups ever again. It's kind of like making things from scratch. Do you have to make everything? No, like not at all. Go look in my pantry. You see stuff that I purchased that's already made. It's just one thing you can do to like make your life like not have to rely on the store for those things. So, but don't, like you can get so caught up in doing everything yourself and just go crazy at it. But what I did before when I had kids at home and I was trying to save money really well, I was like, let me take and look at my pantry, see the things that we buy and go, well, how is it I could make that myself? I know when I went shopping last month, I did a lot of that, going through my list and taking off things that were, could I make this myself or do it? And, you know, there's certain things like there's breadcrumbs. Sure, I can make them myself, but I don't have like that much bread to grind up and do myself. So for me, I would buy those kind of things. Or there are certain things you can buy that, you know, are good, or sometimes you don't like the way it is making them yourself. So you have to figure out what's gonna be good for your family and what they're gonna eat. So now This will go in my freezer. This will last for months. I don't even know the last time I did this. Probably, I'm assuming about 3 months ago. Seems that that's about how long it lasts. So this is good. Okay, now I'm done. We're gonna focus on our school. All right, I'm back. Temperature has changed. It is nice and hot. So we had a good little early afternoon, morning, got what we needed to get done. Did our school, did some fun things, and now Greg came home for lunch, and now I'm like, okay, now I need to get dinner made so I can be finished for my day. So the sun is out, it's beautiful outside. I'm like, it's windy. Hear my wind chimes? It's awful windy. I don't know, spring is windy, I assume here. Breezy is the word. So I'm gonna get my chicken. Let me get out of the refrigerator. I just realized I have my kale salad. I want to make that. Shoot, I forgot about that. So I'm going to take these. We've got some oil in here. We're just going to cook these. These are going to be our chicken nuggets. But they're going to be more like chicken patties, just mini ones. It'd be fun to make like little chicken sliders, maybe? Little slider buns. These are good. It's basically like the same chicken thing we made earlier this week. It's really good. And then I'm going to cook over here. I'm doing a pot of water, and we're going to have Alfredo because it's yummy. I've got some in the refrigerator, and I'm going to get another jar, and I've got some sauce for Jensen. So let me get those out. We also got an Easter card here from Miss Carol. Super sweet, from her family. She sent us a gift card. Super sweet gift card for the family. McDonald's for the boys and Chick-fil-A for the girls. So that was very sweet. Thank you so much. And then we got some more candies. I'm assuming from Miss Barbara. Chili strawberry belts. They would be very, very delicious. So we'll be having those. So what I'm gonna do, here is my kale. The chicken is cooking. I just remember you have to massage this, and it makes it so much easier to digest. It helps digestion because it makes it softer. Otherwise it's like you're eating like really hard kale. So I'm just gonna kind of squeeze this for a minute, and then I'm going to add cranberries. I'm gonna add Parmesan cheese and some nuts. That's it. So this is what I put in mine. That works out. It's stuff I have in my pantry. This is really good dressing. I think I tried making this last time. The recipe I followed did not taste as good. So this, I just dropped that. So this is gonna be salad, yummy. Nuts and cranberries and the kale, I love this. And my chicken over there, I just flipped it. Just kind of mix this around. This is delicious. I got a big chunk of stuff there. There we go. So windy outside. I can't believe how windy and blowing it is. These cook real quick. Like, yeah, I got a little darkened down there. A little bit too darkened. Not too darkened, just a little bit darkened. Perfect. I'm just using canola oil. Last time I used the olive oil. Now that this chicken cooks so fast, it's like we love having these. So this would be like, instead of getting a thing of chicken nuggets at the store, it's like you can just make your own here. I've got 2 of these here. Open, I don't know how we got 2. I do, we just didn't pay attention. From pizza, I think. So I just need to heat these up. I think this will be enough. 2 and then a big one, I think, will be enough for everybody here. So this is perfect. I'll have the regular sauce here, and then this is the dairy-free one. I've got pot for the water to boil. This next batch will be done. I'll be finished. I'm having some of this salad. This is so good. Sometimes people make really good salads and you're like, I absolutely love them. I really like this one. The crunch from the nuts, the sweet with the cranberries, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I feel like that makes a good salad. So it's been a good day. It's been a very good day. The last few days for you guys haven't been like super long or doing a ton of things, even though I am doing. That's right under there's a vent right up there. Let me come over here. So I think the last few days haven't been a ton for you guys just because I'm just doing things a little bit different. So sometimes when you need that little bit of a break, a little bit of a quiet, a little bit of a rest, take it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, I got some things done. I did what was most important here in the home, and then you know what? I can film what I can film, spend the rest of the time with my kiddos, and just enjoy life. We're looking forward to a good weekend together, get out doing some fun things, and having a good time. So it's gonna be a great little weekend. So we're just gonna finish this up here and then we'll be done. Okay, this is just like eating a chicken nugget. It's a chicken round though, but it's like the inside looks like a chicken nugget. That's what's so good about it. And using Chick-fil-A sauce, delicious. So this beats chicken nuggets that you can get in a bag. That you can do too, but this was really cheap to make and yummy. Just took a few minutes to put together. You could put these in the air fryer and fry them in there, and that'd be a whole lot healthier than do them in oil. That's an easy way too. I think I saw she's in our apron. That's where she put hers at. So all good things, all great things. I'm waiting for the pasta here to boil, and then I'm gonna be finished for my day, and then I'm gonna close so that I can enjoy the rest of the day. The sun is out, the wind is blowing, something fierce outside, but we're gonna go swimming and just enjoy sunshine. It's still nice out. Chicken nuggets are done. So that's it. That's all I have to do for today. So I am going to close today's video because I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to be able to relax for a little bit, go swim in the pool, spend some time with the kids tonight. So you have a fantastic, Maddie's mocking me. She's over there mocking my words. Let's see if she can say all the words. You have a
fantastic rest of your day, and see you again tomorrow.
Bye. Bye. See you tomorrow.